Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Knocker for this one. Amy attacks Nick with some creatures. Nick lets them all through, but plays Inkshield to prevent the damage and get a bunch of 2/1s. Amy doesn't like this, so can she play Fog to prevent the damage herself and stop Nick from getting any tokens? Okay, so if Amy plays the Fog, we're going to have two prevention effects that want to prevent the combat damage that Nick is going to take. Obviously, Nick has a vested interest in having Inkshield's prevention effect be the one that actually prevents the damage, since only damage prevented this way will result in him getting tokens. While we can say that Amy would obviously want the opposite. So which prevention effect wins? Well, as you can see here, if there are two prevention effects that both want to apply to the same damage, then the one who is affected by the damage, in this case Nick, will choose which applies. This means that Amy is better off holding her Fog if Nick knows this rule, since it will essentially be worthless. Well, Amy's probably a little bit disappointed to hear that. Is there some other trick that she could use that would help her out? One idea would be to try Stomp. We know that Inkshield only gives you tokens according to the damage that was prevented this way. So if damage can't be prevented, then that would mean you wouldn't get any tokens at all. This applies to creatures whose damage can't be prevented normally. The Inkshield can't prevent their damage, so it won't be able to create any tokens for those creatures. Another idea would be to use something like Illusionist Gambit. See, removing something from combat actually happens before the point in the game where the combat damage would be assigned, dealt, and therefore prevented. If Amy attacks a player other than Nick during the next combat phase, then the Inkshield will not be able to prevent any damage at all, and she can mulligan her attack to perhaps be a little bit more profitable for her. Following along with this idea, if Amy has a change of plans, that would also work, because phasing a creature out also causes it to be removed from combat, so that would stop the Inkling tokens the same way. But that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.